Hi, this is Ka, and for this week, it's going to be another plan with me, but I decided to switch things up a bit and include like a mini June favorites corner, and talk about this while I'm setting up my pages because my pages are the same every single week. So I decided I wanted to sort of switch things up a bit to make it less boring. And so I'll do this at the end of every month. So next month, I think I'll do like a mini July favorites and so on. So the first favorite for June would have to be this cover. I think I got it on the 14th of June. So I haven't had it for like the whole month, but I had to include it in one of my favorites. And also like for if I do like a plan with me each week, I think you'll be able to see how the cover ages, how it gets shinier and the pebbles flatter. So I'll do like a 360 turn of the cover like at the start of every video, I think. So it'll be like a record of how it ages. So I did get like a few more marks on the cover. Here I think too I got a few marks. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I think you can see that the cover is shinier and the pebbles flatter. And I also got this mark from the clasp, which I don't think was visible, this visible, but I didn't notice it before, but now I think it's a lot more visible. And the camera, I do think that the camera picks it up too. Okay, so that would have to be my first favorite. And my next favorite would have to be, it's not something that I had for a long time either, but I did want to add it to my favorites because it did sort of change how I plan on a daily basis, sort of. So it's these planner cards that I got from by the ComSeas. And so I'm going to upload an Instagram post on this, how I use this before uploading this video, but just to sort of explain how I use these cards. This one, I use it to pre-plan the day. So I do it normally the night before, but I decided to not put pressure on myself and regard these as like pieces of paper that I'll throw away after the day is over. So I think I had this like obsession sort of that I had to keep everything, but and maybe that was why I wasn't using it that well, and I'm not sure, but these planner cards are purely for pre-planning and then throwing them away, because I'll sort of record what happened, if anything significant happened on the actual like Moleskine pages. So I'll throw this away after the end of each day. If I have any, this is a habit tracker, and I keep track of additional habits that I want to keep track of that won't fit in here, and might not be as important, so I might throw this away too, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I also use like an additional habit tracker. And then behind here I use the inbox planner card. I have two back here, but I use one to keep track of my online orders, because I realized that having a page in my actual like Moleskine, or my Hobonichi weeks, I didn't keep track of all my online orders. I generally just screenshot the order page, and then if I get it, I delete that screenshot. But I just wanted to keep like a written record of the online orders that I did. So I figured that if I do it all here, if I have this out on the page that I reference the most, I thought that I would write in here more. So I have a planner card for that, online orders. And this I have stuff written on it, so that's why I'm not showing you the whole thing. But this weekly timed schedule planner card, I pre-plan, aim to pre-plan my week in advance. I did not do that for the whole week, but I think if I like roughly pre-plan the whole week in advance and then, you know, reference it and then do any like daily more like in-depth pre-planning here, I think that could work. And just generally set goals for the week before the week actually starts on here. And then the last inbox planner card is a planner card that I actually use for my inbox. So because I don't really use the inbox that I have in here, I thought, again, if I have it out in the open where I reference the most, I thought that I would use it more. So I have those planner cards, and I've been using a new daily planner card every single day, throwing out the old one and then using a new one, and I think that's been working well. So I have that, so that's why I added this as one of my favorites. And next, and I'm not going to keep this, okay, I should be writing, setting up the pages while I'm talking, because that was the whole point. But okay, and then I'll just take this out for a sec because it's getting in the way. Oh yes, okay, this would have to be my third favorite. It's not something new that I got like in June, because I've had it before, but I sort of didn't really have a need for it before, like in my Hobonichi weeks, because I wasn't clipping anything. But now that I'm just clipping these planner cards onto my actual pages, I think I would have to add this to my favorites, June favorites as well. So I've been using this. I think I prefer a smaller one in my Moleskine, because you know, the planner itself is a lot smaller. So this would have to be my third favorite. And okay, I was trying to make 6 favorites for June, because you know, June, it's 6, but I think I'm going to go over that. Okay, so that was my third favorite. And what was I talking about before? Oh yes, I remember. For my favorites, I decided not to do like stationery only favorites or things like that. Just, you know, general things that I liked for the month of June and, you know, each month. So some will be stationery, not all will be stationery. And these are not in like any particular order. They just popped into my head randomly. So the fourth one would have to be these mosquito patches. They're like mosquito patches from Japan, but I swear by these. Every summer I get a ton of mosquito bites, and so I have to have these on me every single summer. They look like this, and so when you get a mosquito bite, you put this on, and it itches less, and then after a while it doesn't itch at all, and then after you have it on, after you place it, after you replace the old one and do that for like a day or 2 or 3 days, it doesn't itch anymore, and so you can just totally take the patch off, which is so nice. You know, because compared to like not having anything, would be your skin would get very itchy, irritated, red, swollen. So I have to have those patches, mosquito patches, every summer. I buy them. You can get them here in Korea. They're common, I think. Not, you know, there are Korean ones, Korean like mosquito patches, but I think the Japanese ones are like the best, better than the ones we have here in Korea. So I always try to get that one, that particular one, because I think it works the best. And I'm going to need a tissue. And so that was the fourth one. And then the fifth one is a stationery related product, and it would have to be my Uni Just Dream two-toned multi-pen. So much so that I got a backup for this, the exact same barrel, the two-toned gray one, just in case I lost this. So that would have to be my favorite. And I had this thought that I would only prefer like gel pens on this, you know, because when you write with the, you know, Uni Just Dreams, the paper does get like, you know, weird, and you can see the writing, the dents, indentations at the back. So I thought I would only like, you know, gel pens or things like that, but I really like writing with the Uni Just Dream in this pen, in this cover, in paper, on this paper. So that would be my 5th favorite, right? My 6th favorite is not a stationery product, but it's these earphones. They're the Apple earphones, but they have the lightning, what you call it, these, so that you don't have to have like another device in order to convert them from like the traditional earphone plugs. You could just plug this into your phone. You know, you could use Bluetooth earphones, and I do have AirPods, like I think the 2nd generation, but sometimes, you know, the Bluetooth isn't that good, and sometimes it's just easier to have like a, you know, cord, these traditional earphones. So wait, so that's why I bought those earphones, and I use them every single day, and you don't have to charge them, so I've been loving that, and so I've been like gravitating towards that, and I'm not using my AirPods that much these days. So yes, that would be my 6th favorite. And then, wait, I'm going to run out of favorites before I finish laying out the layout, before drawing out the layout. My next favorite would have to be these colored task flags. These specific ones are from Daiso, and you know, before I only used gray and, you know, light gray, dark gray, navy colored task flags, because those are the colors that I like the most, gravitate towards the most. But after I used created task flags using those page flags, I realized that the muted sort of pale colors were actually pretty. So and they sort of like created a different atmosphere for the whole planner. So I would have to say that would be one of my June favorites, and so much so that I bought like a smaller version of that. This is also from Daiso, and so I'm thinking about creating like other small like task flags out of this too. Not sure like which specific ones that I want to create, but I think I will make some task flags out of that. And so yeah, I'm incorporating a bit more color. Not that you can see from the screen right now, like from my pages right now, but yes. And yes, I do like move the task flags after I do them. So after I move them, you know, there isn't that much color, but I do add stickers after that. Where I do have like free space, I do add stickers, colorful stickers, and write in different, like a different colored pen. Not always, but sometimes. So there is a bit of color, but not a lot because I don't like a lot of color. Yes, so that's that. That would be, I think, my 7th favorite or something. And then my next favorite would have to be this time schedule washi. And I did get it in, I think, May, as I started using this pocket Moleskine, but I didn't do like a favorites then, so I'm just adding it now because I can't do my pages without them. And so so that, yes, that would have to be another eighth favorite, is it? That would be another favorite. And another favorite, and I think it will be my last favorite, is another non-stationary product. Oh, it's Monday. Okay, I wasn't thinking clearly, but another favorite would have to be these Muji toothbrushes, and I only have one left, and this is new, so I didn't use it or anything, but these bristles I think are like the best, I think. So I prefer these small brushes heads. So I've been using those toothbrushes for like a few months, I think, and I'll need to go back and buy backups because I'm running out. Okay, I can't find my my cutter, so I'm just going to use this, and I hope it cuts neatly. Okay, I already ran out of favorites. My favorites to talk about. Yesterday, it rained a lot. And I think I said that before in my previous video too, but yesterday was a lot. There were flooding in some parts of Seoul. Like a subway station in Korea, in Seoul, it was flooded. And the streets, they were like made like big puddles on the streets. Yeah, so we had a lot of rain yesterday. Today, not so much, I think. It's still like 10 something in the morning, and I have something at 11, so I'll have to pause this and come back later. But yes, it rained a lot, and it'll be hot this weekend. Today's Friday, and they said the weather forecast, they said that it was going to be really hot on like Saturday and Sunday, up to 35 degrees Celsius. And then we'll be back to like raining a lot next week. yeah, so the weather is insane right now. I think I'll have to pause here and then come back in a bit. And I've been really liking this gray border, so I'm doing it again for next week and then again for the week after that too. Right, so I'll be back in a bit and then continue with this, setting up my pages. Okay, so it is a bit later, but I decided to just go ahead and fill in the put down the stickers and just write in the habit tracker and just sort of film my like sections, because I do think I want to change things up a bit and just do 2 sections. So a to-do section, because I need that always, and then skip the to buy section and just go straight into notes. You know, if I have something to buy, I'll just use some extra space here, or like even on the left too. If I have an like extra space where I don't write anything, I'll just use that to write down a to buy section, a to buy list. So I'll just do a to-do section and note section for this week. So these are the task flags that I put down beforehand, because I did this today and then I did this yesterday, so I put them down on the dates that I need to do them again, and then so I'll do the to-do. Yes, and so I had one last favorite. I have one last favorite that I want to talk about, and it's not like a physical thing. It's the YouTube channel and podcasts by Emma Chamberlain. And I I think I've seen like her in like different red carpet events, like on like Vogue's channel or in different places, but I didn't really know who she was, and I just stumbled upon her YouTube channel and podcasts. Yes, I've been living under a rock, and so I didn't know who she was before. And I think it was Vogue's like video on her preparing for the, I don't know exactly which video it was, but it was a Vogue video. And then because I follow Vogue on YouTube, then I saw that video, and then I like really liked her personality and her whole, you know, her videos especially, and how like her jokes and stuff, so her sense of humor. So I've been listening to her podcasts a lot, and then watching like going through all of her YouTube videos, binge watching her videos. So that would have to be my last favorite, June favorite. Maybe that's my 10th, not sure. So, and for like next month, I don't know if I'll do 10 again, but I'm aiming for 7 because it's July. And then August, it would be 8, and so on until December, which would be 12. But you know, I might have more like this month, so not sure. But I'll talk about my favorites during a plan with me at the end of each month. And I've sort of been like mini obsessed with these like adhesive pockets and trying to stick them everywhere. And before, I had just like put this here, this rectangular one, and then I have my if found card here, the one I wrote in Korean, and then the one I wrote in English I think is somewhere else. I'm not sure where it is. I think here. This one is the Korean one, and I just have it in this adhesive pocket, and then I just wanted to have a place for this blotting paper, so I just stuck this adhesive pocket here, and then I just stick it here. Okay, so going back to, yeah, I just wanted to mention that because that popped into my head. After I write this down, that would be it for this Plan With Me. I hope it was interesting and useful, and I'll be back next week with another video, probably another Plan With Me, because I don't have any ideas right now for videos. I think like I have several ideas for like posts that I want to make, create, doodle on Instagram, but I am out of YouTube video ideas. So that's it for this week. Yes, I hope you enjoyed it. I said that before, but I'm saying it again. Thank you for watching.